Vallow has requested a new trial. Lori girl, that's a lot of nerve. That's a whole lot of nerve. We saw you sit there at that trial like you thought you wasn't going to lose. The only person who thought that the jury got that wrong was you. We knew you did it. We watched all the documentaries. We saw the Dateline. We watched the trial. We saw all the evidence. Lori, you know you did this. Why are you putting us all through this? Oh, but before I forget, I'm not a doctor. Don't panic. I know you're shocked, right? Because I seem like a medical professional. But no, alas, I am not. I do have scrubs, though, up here in my craft room that is going to become, part of it is going to become my recording studio, but only for nighttime because I like mornings downstairs. But at night, when the house is going crazy, I want to be able to come up here. And it's hot, so I change clothes. And I have scrubs up here for when I'm doing crafts because I can get all the paint on them, and I don't care. So I'm wearing my painting scrubs. See? Paint. It's just from crafts. Anyway, oh, look. I've been crocheting again. I made stars. I have a whole bunch of stars. Anyway, Lori, girl, you knew you wasn't getting a new trial. But you know what? I think like it's sort of standard when you get convicted. The first thing you do is like, they did that all wrong. And I have reasons why. And so I'm going to request it. Can we get a do-over? Please, can we get a do-over? And this time I have a different idea of how I'm going to do it. Please and thank you. No, girl. The state, the federal, whoever, everybody, Idaho, potatoes and bullets. They went through a lot of trouble to find you guilty, and they're not going to unfind you guilty now just because you changed your mind about how you wanted things done. No, ma'am, that's not how that works. So I just listened to the arguments on both sides, and I was like, oh, this is really interesting. Lori's attorney got up there and was like, in that dry, dull voice, Your Honor, legal stuff. At the end of the day, he was like, number one, after the verdict, a juror did a TV interview and we didn't like what he said. Number two, there was, they should have used a comma when, and instead they used a semicolon. And number three, something else legal that didn't have a lot of basis, whatever it was. And so that was the defense's argument. And they went first. I was like, okay, I am listening to you with an open mind. And every time they spoke, I was like, wait, what? What? So then the state got up and they were just like, Your Honor, we could use commas if we want to. And the case that they cited is off topic. And we don't care what that juror said. He was wrong. And no, he was not confused. And then the judge was like, thank you so much. Now, my understanding of these kinds of things is that the judge goes and he thinks about it and lights a candle, turns a cartwheel, says a prayer, whatever they do. I don't know how they deliberate, but the judge deliberates. And then like 2 weeks later, you get a written notice. This judge was like, listen, I had a lot of coffee this morning, so I'm going to go tinkle, and then I'm going to come back and tell y'all no. I'm going to consider, and then I'm going to come back and tell you no, but I'm going to need some time, so if you'll give me 35 seconds, I can have an answer for you. I was like, oh, Your Honor, okay, you are very decisive, sir. So he came back, and he was like, yes, after having emptied my bladder and deeply considered the entire situation. Girl, you going to jail. What did you think coming up in here wasting my time? What are you doing? That is my translation of what he said. But Lori's defense attorneys threw in one little factor that I had forgotten about. And that is that they said, Your Honor, if you decide to give her a new trial, we are perfectly open to having her tried with Chad. If you will recall, that Chad and Lori were supposed to be tried together because they were like, oh, we want this speedy. Can you convict us right away, please? Because we don't think you have all your ducks in a row. And the state was like, oh, no, girl, we got all of our ducks all together. And they got their case together quickly. And Chad was like, we gonna need some more time because I need some proof that she's crazy and it wasn't my fault. So I'm gonna need some more time. So Lori, girl, you go on. We're gonna see how yours goes and then I'm gonna talk to you later. Right. And so Lori was like, if you throw out that first verdict, I would like to go back and be with Chad. Can we hold hands and look longingly at each other? Can he tickle my portal? Because I think I would like for us to be together. You know, Chad was in his cell like, dear Heavenly Father, please don't let that crazy woman come back into my life. My kids are not speaking to me. Nobody likes me. I gained all my weight back. I'm not hot anymore. Not that you were hot ever. These people in prison don't like me. The food is terrible. I need to get a portal and get out of here. turns out my predictions didn't come through. Things are not going good for me. And so, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, whoever answered his prayer, because the judge was like, nah, quit wasting my time. Why are you with this foolishness? Thank you so much for playing. Please go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not collect $200. I wonder how sad Lori was when she realized that she could not have her trial rejoined with Chad's. And how excited was Chad to know that he wasn't going to have the baggage of her on his back. Because she's all like, I still love him and isn't he wonderful? And Chad is at least smart enough to know like, I was a mess by myself, and then I got with her, and now my whole life is messed up. My kids don't like me. I'm never going to know my grandkids, and I might get the death penalty. So, no thank you, Miss Lori. No thank. He probably not even visiting her in the portal no more. Not showing up. She getting stood up in a portal in prison. That's a bad day. But all of that to say, Lori is going to be sentenced at the end of July. I can hardly wait. Should we throw a sentencing party? I don't know. What do you bring to like a crazy cult lady sentencing party? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe there's like a cake or a nice dessert that is appropriate for that occasion. Let's brainstorm in the comments. We'll see. Anyway, Lori is not getting a new trial. Nobody panic. She will not get to see Chad. Chad is going to go on trial next year where he will promptly be convicted, assuming that he does not take a plea. I suspect that he's going to take a plea to take the death penalty off the table, and then we will never have to hear from these crazy people again, except for once every 4 or 5 years when somebody needs ratings and they dig them right back up, and then we go through all of this again. So all's well that ends well. No new trial for Lori. We will wait and see what happens to Chad. Okay, you have a good night. Bye.